Farming is a tedious job, requiring strength, endurance, and dedication. But imagine doing all of that without one of your legs. In this rural community, one farmer is proving that even with disability, the human spirit can overcome all obstacles.
That is the incredible story of Gangariba Kpaawu, a man in his 60s from the Konfabila community in Wa of the Upper West region. He refused to let his disability define him by championing his own course of life. Instead, Gangariba set to weed and grow his plants and uses the same method to harvest them. He is ever determined to provide for his needs of survival rather than resorting to begging in the street for a living. He said that despite losing one of his legs, he could not have just sat idle.
Growing up, I struggled with a severe leg condition that began with a small sore. Unfortunately, it worsened over time, necessitating amputation surgery at the hospital. Despite my resilience, adapting to life with a disability has been challenging.
Gangariba's determination to provide for himself despite his disability highlights the importance of eradicating poverty in our society, which is Sustainable Development Goal 1. Gangariba Kpaawu is therefore appealing for support as age is catching up on him as he grows weaker and hopes for a different life. He wishes to move away from his farm work and would instead prefer now to start a shop to be engaged in trading.
If I get cement to renovate my room and a shop by the roadside to sell, it will help in dealing with my condition.
SDGA talks about decent work and economic growth. Gangariba struggled to maintain economic independence, emphasized the need for inclusive economic growth. Granules are typically uprooted by bending, but Gangariba sat down to uproot his. In the northern sector of Ghana, weeding is also done by bending down, but Gangariba does it while in the sitting position. Kpawu Safari, a brother of Gangariba, who is also a farmer with 2 wives, appeals to the public and organizations to come to the aid of his brother as he is growing older. Benjamin Balanore, Gangariba's stepson, recalls the efforts made to treat his father's chronic sore before the amputation became necessary.
Growing up, we realized that he has a chronic sore, and then we try all means to get medication to heal him, but all proved to no avail. And so finally the leg has to be amputated, and because of his nature, the way the leg has affected him, he couldn't marry. And as of now, he has no child.
Balanore also appeals to the public and the government for assistance, either material or financially.
Come in to help our dear father because of his nature. We will be very grateful. He needs material support, he needs financial support, and all that a normal human being needs it. But he has been handicapped because of his inability to work like a physical person. So I'm appealing to the general public that anybody who has sympathy on him and is able to help will be very grateful.
In an inclusive interview with the One Municipal Social Welfare and Community Development Officer, Boy Gilbert, noted that disability does not mean inability and people should stop stigmatizing those with disabilities.
Stigma is a behavioral change. It's our attitude, it's our perception. That's how stigma is. It's human beings who stigmatize others. Is that not so? Yeah, so if human beings, we will change our behavior, our mentality towards others. Being a disabled person does not mean that I'm inability. You get a point? That's what the saying goes. Disability is not inability. Yes, we have disabled people who are doing better than even able people.
He joined others in calling on organizations and Ghanaians to help him.
And what I also want to say is that other voluntary organizations, NGOs are there. We have a lot of NGOs in the Upper West region, for that matter, one municipal. They can come in to support. Yes, and those who are actually into, they see that they are making an effort, like this man we are talking about. If NGOs that are into farming can go to his need and support him, at least it will boost him and also raise the level of other person with disability to also engage in farming.
Even in his condition, he refused to sit doing nothing, but rather call for support. Rafik Nungo Adam reporting from WA. You can reach out to the station in case of help or the reporter on 054 97 21 797.